So now that you know how to accept the command line argument, so let us start with some very good example, simple example. So that copies the content of one file to another. So let us try to rebuild our own copy command. But this particular example requires you to open the file for reading purpose, and you need to open the destination file for writing purpose. And let us see how we can do it. But before getting into the command line, let me demonstrate you how to open the file for reading and then open the file for writing and how to exchange the content. Okay, so there is a function called as fopen. Fopen will let you open the file, and here you want to give the source file name. So let us say source.txt and which mode you want to open the file. So R stands for read mode, W stands for write mode, A stands for append mode. Now you want to open the source file in read mode. So fopen will let you open the file, whatever the file name that you give, and the mode in which you want to open the file. And if you look at it, it returns a pointer to the file, which is like a handle to that opened file. So you need to have some variable of type file star, file pointer. So I would say source file. So opens the file and then it returns a pointer to the source file. Now we have the pointer to source file. Now we can read the content of the file. Similarly, you need to open the destination file. Destination file fopen. I'll say destination.txt. And this I want to open it for writing purpose. So I would use the word W. W for writing. So now we opened two files. One is source.txt in read mode and the other destination.txt in write mode. Now we need to read the content of source.txt and we will start writing the same content to destination.txt. So in order to read a single character or single byte from the file, you should use something called as fgetc. Fgetc reads the content from the one character from the file, so that is source file, and it returns you a single character. So I would say character ch and then ch equal to fgetc from source file. This particular function reads one character and it returns, we are holding that in ch. Now the same thing, you read one character, now you need to write it to destination. So there is an opposite function fputc which takes the character and a pointer to the destination file or a pointer to a file so that it writes this character to the destination. Now these two steps you need to repeat till there is content in the source file. You read a character from the source file, you write it to the destination file, and you need to repeat these two steps till it is end of file, right? So for that we will put that into a while loop. While you read the content till it is not equal to end of file, you write the content. Let's evaluate what is happening here. You need to look at the parentheses here. First, internal function, internal parentheses, this is evaluated. The result of fgetc, so the read character is assigned to ch. If that is not end of file, then we are simply writing it to the destination file. That's it. It's very, very simple logic. Just carefully look at it, you will understand. Now, at the end of the loop, let's close those files because you don't need them anymore. Fclose of source file and fclose of destination file. And this is your logic. Now this is good, but we have pre-assumed that there is some file named source.txt. It need not be source.txt, it could be a.txt, destination is b.txt, whatever it is. So I'll just create a new file called a.txt. I'll put some content into it, save it. Now you need to go to the command line, just say gcc cmd line 3.c and execute it. Now you should see another file named b.txt because it is not present. So it's open for writing. So the file gets created automatically. And then the content of a.txt should be there in b.txt as well. So click on it. You can see there is some content. That's fine. Now we know how to open a file and how to write the content into the file. Now let's accept these two file names from command line and process the copy command. Let us remove this b.txt now. I'll just retain a.txt. Now this is my first argument. So if you look at the copy command, this is the first argument, which is the source file name. So I can say a.txt, destination b.txt. Now this is argv of 0, right? The source file, the command itself is argv first argument, and then this should be argv of 1, and this should be argv of 2, correct? So argv of 1 is my source command, source file. argv of 2 is my destination file, right? So we translated this to command line arguments, that's all. But we just ensure, let us first ensure that we are getting all the arguments as per the need. So what I will do, if argument count is not equal to 3, so we are expecting 3 arguments, right? So 1 is anyway that is passed, 2 and 3. If we didn't get 3 arguments, we will say printf usage. So this is not the way that you are supposed to use. Copy and source file and destination file. And because we did not receive the right kind of arguments, so let us exit the program with status code 1. Normally this is a convention. So you return 0 means it is successful. It need not be exit at this point anyway. You can say return 1, that's also fine. 0 is normally successful exit, and 1 is normally failed. So we say that it's failed. That's fine. Now, if we did not receive 3 arguments, we are saying that this is the right usage for this, and then we are terminating the program. Now, if we come below, so then we should be able to open the files and then perform the operations, but the declarations need to be at the top of the block. So what I'll do, I'll just move this declarations and character ch to the top, and I'll say simply source file equal to destination file equal to. So we don't need this anymore. So we moved the declarations to the top. Declarations are supposed to be present at the beginning of the block. All the local declarations should follow the beginning of the block as far as C language is concerned. So that is something that you need to remember. So then if we don't receive all arguments, then we said this is the usage. Otherwise, we started opening the file and destination the file in write mode, and we have written the content. So now another question. What if the source file doesn't exist? So it's not there. So then what will you do? So if src file equal to null. Now if it is unable to open the source file, this fopen returns null because it's a pointer, right? So if it returns null, so it is not able to open the file. In that case, we can say printf %s file doesn't exist, and let's give the name so that and then you can terminate the program anyway. So if we are not able to open the source file for reading, then we say that particular file doesn't exist. are unable to read that file. We don't have the right kind of permission to open the file for reading. And in the similar lines, if we are not able to open the destination file for writing, so that we percentage yes could not be opened for writing. Okay, so it could be a permission issue, or disk might be full. So there may be several reasons. So if we are not able to open the file for writing, then we are saying we could not open the file for writing, so we are terminating the program. Now, if we crossed all these steps, then we started reading from the source file and we started writing it to the destination file. And once done, we closed those files. So we built a simple command line utility to perform the copy operation. Congrats. Let's compile and see if we are getting the expected results. GCC cmd line 3.c, and I'll give the output file as copy. Okay, /copy, and I'll simply put enter. You can see that it has shown us the usage. Maybe /n might have done the trick. Okay, so let's put some /n. Okay, so GCC cmd line 3.c -o copy. So you can see it has shown us the usage. I think you should remember that if you are writing, if you are making an invocation of a command in an improper way, you are looking at the same things, right? Well done. So now you are there. Then let us see copy a.txt to b.txt. You can see a.txt doesn't exist because I deleted it. So it has shown us that a.txt doesn't exist, right? What I'll do, echo hello world to the file a.txt, right? Then I didn't write that. So echo hello world to a.txt. You can see a.txt got created with the content hello world. Now let's do the copy command. Copy a.txt to b.txt. Right? You got the file, right? So hello world. Well done. So that is how we can build the command line tools. And in order to build the command line tools, it's very, very essential to understand how to accept the command line arguments. You did the great job. Now you know how to write the commands and how to accept the command line arguments. You now know how to build the command line utilities. Well done. I'll see you in the next lecture.